watching TBPN!
Today we are talking about LABUBUs and the story of Pop Mart, which to me really stands out as a similar, like in the dot-com boom, there was this, the Beanie Babies went on a similar run. Incredibly popular, built on the back of dot-com technology. I remember going over to a friend's house and loading the beaniebabies.com website, and it was so heavy because it had all these images.
Did it take like minutes to load?
It took minutes to load because they, like, whoever built the website just didn't kind of think about like how long it would take.
But even then, it was like, this is so cool.
Yeah.
It takes 30 minutes to go to the store.
Exactly. Oh, if it takes 5 minutes to load all down. And so, yeah, the page would load, the HTML would load, and then slowly one image after another would load in. And you could really feel the difference at the time. Many people were on dial-up, which was 56K, which is like a staggeringly slow speed compared to what you get even just on like a plane. Yeah. And then DSL was
Daniel
one level up.
Posted that United has Starlink now.
Yeah, and I think it's 300 megs per second. 300 megs. So that's what 6,000 times faster than what we were experiencing back in like the mid 90s.
Yeah.
And so then you could upgrade to DSL. DSL was between 256K and 1.5 megs. I had a friend who had a T1 line, which was like enterprise level internet in the 90s. It was 1 meg up and down, so you could get equal upload symmetrical line. And he could load the Beanie Baby website faster than anyone. It was like a true status symbol at the time. Yeah, it was alpha. His parents were very successful.
What was the most expensive Beanie Baby transaction ever? Do you know? I
don't know. I do know that prices peaked throughout. They perfectly tracked the dot-com boom. So in 1998, Ty, which is Ty Warner, his company is called Ty, TY. They make Beanie Babies. They made $1.4 billion in sales, making it one of the fastest growing toy companies in history. 2 years later, the market crashed almost overnight. Prices on the secondary market plummeted as supply overwhelmed demand, and speculative buyers exited. So people were in the habit of, and yes, Adrian in the chat is correct. eBay was a major driver of Beanie Babies' growth because people could buy them, and then the secondary market was way more liquid than ever before. Before, it was like, okay, if you buy some rare drop or some limited edition thing and you want to go sell it, you have to go to like a trade show that maybe happens every once a year. You have to find maybe your local shop, but there's not that much liquidity. Remember when we were talking to our friend about the collectible card market, Beatles memorabilia? He was saying, like, I only need 2 buyers. It's very easy to find 2 buyers if you're interacting at internet scale.
Totally.
It's harder if you're in some town and you have a rare Beanie Baby and you need to see, are there any other crazy Beanie Baby fans in this town? So eBay was a huge, Beanie Babies, the original or unicorn startup, essentially. I mean, it was an overnight success in the sense that I think the business was going for about a decade before the boom. But they rode the wave of the internet.
Interestingly, most expensive LABUBU ever sold was $170,000 in June of this year.
Yep.
And the most expensive Beanie Baby ever sold was something around $500,000.
$500,000. Oh, we got room to run, baby. We got room to run in the LABUBU market. So my question is, like, what is driving the LABUBU? Enjoy your victory lap. Get out there, get some exercise, do some push-ups halfway through the lap.
Aiden.
Enjoy it.
Beltsky. Did we say that right?
Beltskis.
Yes.
Beltskis?
We said your full name now.
Anyway,
there we go.
Thanks for watching. So LABUBU clearly a beneficiary of the social media boom of TikTok, of the unboxing culture, Temu culture, live shopping flex culture.
Because people put them on, their purse.
Interestingly, not even though it's like money is cheap right now, everything is going up and to the right, the market is booming. I can't really find a bridge between like the AI boom and LABUBUs. It seems like it's just the social media boom that we're continuing to see.
It's the fart coins, the LABUBUs.
Yes. Yeah. There's a little bit of that. There's a little bit of just like gambling culture has infiltrated everything from sports betting, obviously, is legal in more states and has been on a tear for a long time, to folks big gambling on crypto and stocks and out of the money options, all the way to the collector culture on all sorts of different platforms. Like there's just a broad boom happening here. And then there's also the China angle, which I think is interesting. We were talking about this yesterday, that China hasn't had a major cultural export. And this might be sort of the first one, more or less. Like TikTok counts in some ways, but TikTok, I see it as like a bucket that fills up with the local culture of the people that open the app. Like if you're in LA,
like
you see LA.
Chinatown when you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
but you can certainly access that if you wind up in that filter, if you search the right keywords, and then you can
same with
go there. Yeah, same with Instagram. But by default, I don't see TikTok as like a uniquely Chinese cultural export.
It's an export, not a cultural export.
It's a technology. It's a technology. And of course, like China has been exporting like manufacturing technology and manufacturing prowess for a long time. And
got a real win with the demon dolls.
They do look crazy, right? I don't like them. Yeah. They just rub me the wrong way. I don't know. Something is weird, but I'm just not into it. I don't know.
That's why we bought one for Bill Bishop's dog.
Tashi.
We're excited for Tashi to rip it
apart. Rip it apart, yes. It's not a good look. I don't like the aesthetics at all. It's very odd.
I would not buy one for my child.
The bigger question that I have that I think we want to answer, so we're going to dig into the history of Pop Mart, take you through some of the history of LABUBUs. The question that I have is like the horse is out of the stable with like gambling on toys, clearly. Think about the TikTok story. There was a big discussion, nationwide discussion a few years ago. Should we ban TikTok? Is it spyware? Is it influencing our culture? Is it causing brain rot? Where did we land on that as America? We said, yeah, it's fine. We're good. The answer was YouTube will compete in shorts and Instagram will compete in reels, and TikTok will be out there, and buyer beware. Like what you're using, and you're an American, you're a free person, and if you want to use that app, you can. And if you want to come over to a different app and you trust Mark Zuckerberg's
stated
team
versus revealed preference, people are like, I just want to follow my friends.
Yep.
The feeds that are algo driven get used more.
And so my pitch and what I'm kind of digging into, what I wrote about in the newsletter this morning, you should subscribe at Substack to our Substack.
TBPN.substack.com.
Is the conclusion to the TikTok debate was the YouTube team and the Instagram team need to launch direct competitors and take it very seriously. And Mark Zuckerberg invested like tens of billions of dollars, I think, in like data center build out to actually support Reels and the algo feeds. And they took it really seriously and they executed very well. So what's the conclusion to the LABUBU story? Well, it's probably like Ty, the maker of Beanie Babies, or Mattel, the maker of Barbie,
has to
getting into blind boxes. Yeah, like that's the only answer. That's where the arrow of progress moves in but one direction.
To gamble.
They want to gamble, and so I think that's the end state here. And I'm that's the situation that I'm monitoring. I'm not holding my breath, being like, oh yeah, LABUBUs are going away anytime soon. Yeah, sure, there might be like a bubble and then it subsides, but in general, I think that the future is like more mystery boxes under the Christmas tree, generally, broadly in American culture. Like we love gambling, we love freedom. Pick your poison.
Buying somebody gambling as a gift is crazy. I buy you this blind box.
You never give someone scratchers? Give someone scratchers. It's great.
We should give the team scratchers. Send them off into their 3-day weekend.
I bet some of the boys are like, I'm into scratchers. I had a friend in college who was into scratchers.
Really?
The thrill of a scratcher. I bought one lotto ticket in my life, and it was electric. I was like, I'm going to win. Like, it's going to happen. And then it didn't, and I was like, okay, I'm never spending $2 ever again on that. But anyway, this is what happened with video games. They went free to play plus microtransactions. The whales drive everything, price discrimination and everything. We see this with OnlyFans. We see this with the future of romantic companions. Price discrimination is key, and this will probably unlock some of that. It'll be interesting to see where it goes. But I think if you're a toy maker, you got to get into mystery boxes. Unfortunately, maybe unfortunately, but like that's where the culture's moved.
late-stage capitalism.
Pretty much.
Which I would say we're just getting started.
Pretty much. Anyway, let's go through. Brandon Gorell has a fantastic thread on Pop Mart, and Tyler has the story here.
Full history.
Do you want to take us through the history?
Yeah.
Tyler,
okay.
what you got for us?
Can we pull this up on VHS, Ben? I think this is going to be important.
There we go.
There we go.
Clear as day.
Oh man, yeah.
It
okay.
is.
So I think we should
I
first.
just love the way this looks.
Yes.
I can't help it.
Okay, let's first go through some big numbers here. So Pop Mart, public company, currently at what, like around 55 billion?
Yes.
Hong Kong
Wang
markets.
Ning is now the 10th richest person in China. He's worth $28 billion. Wow. Pretty crazy.
Credit where credit is due.
And a lot of the data sources here are Chinese, and we tried to double check everything by translating, but there might be some details that are wrong. So,
Okay, so
Continue.
yeah, they have almost 600 retail stores, 2,500 vending machines, revenues at 1.8 billion.
vending machines. That's fascinating.
That's really the big thing. That
Yeah.
was big. It kind of so the kind of main story of Pop Mart is that they basically took a lot of things that were first in Japan and then brought them to China
Okay.
and then exported them basically worldwide.
Yeah.
But yeah, the revenue is 106% growth year over year, and then 700 million of that is just overseas.
Yeah, the stat was crazy. I think in the first half of this year, they beat last year's total revenue.
Yeah.
And they're already like a scale,
Is that good?
pretty huge company.
Is that good?
It's I think it's better than Nvidia. It's the backbone of the economy. Okay, so take us through some of the history.
So 2010,
Yeah.
in Beijing, Wang Ning starts
Yep.
it.
Okay.
Originally, basically, it's just like retail store for these little collectibles.
Yeah.
They don't. There's a bunch of stores that do like license other people's IP. So there's like, I think they originally started with some Marvel.
Okay. Yeah.
But then really, the majority of the revenue is just from like their custom IP that they basically license from artists they find.
Yeah, so that's the nature of like Pop Mart. Like it's like pop culture market. And Brandon says
And
started as a
Wang's-
single variety mall store. Think Spencer's or Hot Topic. They couldn't get investment at the time because no one thought adult toys would work. Now he's the 10th.
And when Wang was growing up, his parents ran small shops.
Oh.
So it was
Yeah,
in the
In
DNA.
the family. Okay.
Yeah, so then
Continue.
2014, this is when they basically bring over these Sunny Angels. These are the Japanese like figurines.
Yep.
And this is when they start the blind boxes. This is like really the main thing that spurs the rest of their growth.
Yep.
2015.
Wait. Before this is actually crazy. Brandon has some extra context here. So he starts the company in 2010. A year out of college, he had an undergraduate degree in advertising and a short stint at the Chinese version of Twitter. His single variety store in a Beijing mall. It's essentially a reseller. He has 7 employees. Spends 2 years selling third-party stuff on thin margins, trying to scale with debt. But it's hard to finance because investors don't get selling toys to adults. He manages to raise $320,000 equivalent in RMB, and then $1 million around there in 2013, which he uses to open 3 new mall shops. And then in 2014, he hits his first lick, finds a repeatable format, blind boxes. So take us into that.
Okay, so they start with that. These are still different figurines from Japan.
Yeah, these Sunny Angel blind boxes. They
Yeah.
look kind of like 90s troll dolls. Interesting.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, and I don't think we covered specifically what a blind box is. It's
Yep.
you're going in, you're paying a generic price for something,
Yep.
and you have no idea what's in it. It could be the super generic one of 100,000
Yep.
item, or it could be ultra limited, and so you just get this massive. Buyers get this massive dopamine rush when they're buying
Yeah.
it. They're paying, and that whatever item they unpack might immediately be worth like some significant multiple of what they paid.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. Kind of like angel investing.
so it has, yeah, but way more condensed. It's like I buy this and then I immediately figure out am I going to get
Put
a crazy
$100,000 in,
return.
10 cap.
But unlike angel investing, I think there's like a
floor.
floor, right? Angel investing you easily go to zero. LABUBUs like have somewhat stable.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it has some
Yeah.
market value.
So if you're trying to like gamble less and you're addicted to angel investing, maybe downgrade to just LABUBUs and loot boxes.
A big attraction of, especially the LABUBUs, which we can get into later,
Yeah.
is like they have like these sets that come out. So it'll be like
and you would
10
collect the full set.
Yeah, it's like
Got
10, and then they're basically all the same, except like the color of the fur is slightly different or something.
Yep.
But
And
then
so people
you
are
wanna
trying to
collect the
create a
whole set.
complete set, which will then sell for more.
Yeah,
than-
but obviously,
than
if there's
the-
10, you can't just buy 10 of the boxes because you're probably not going to get all of them,
Yeah.
so you have to buy.
Do you
way
think
more.
that Porsche should get into blind boxes? Imagine if like you could just buy 911s only with blind boxes.
And it's like you might get a Turbo
It's like
S, you might get a
200K.
GT3S,
You might just get you might get a Carrera T, like super base model.
Yeah,
you might get a
an ST.
GT3 RS.
You might get an ST. Wow. There might be something there. I don't
Okay.
know. Who's the one to do it?
I mean, people would be sending it on those.
I think so. Yeah, I mean, and you just work out the expected value, right? So you
Yeah.
just charge whatever the expected value is. There isn't quite enough of a delta. They need to throw in like a Carrera GT as well, a few of those as well.
Yeah.
But,
You used to see a similar thing in the sneaker market when that was like a really big thing.
Really?
On eBay, you would
Okay.
see these like third-party like mystery boxes.
oh, eBay would just do it. Interesting.
It wasn't. It was
No,
people
no,
on
no,
eBay.
no,
people on
sellers.
eBay, but that's crazy because
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's even like less regulated because they can just totally like cook the books. I
Oh,
feel like,
yeah, for
like
sure.
versus like a real company that
Yeah.
has probably some sort of oversight.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really know how many people were actually buying it, or if
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
just
yeah.
like for YouTube that they
Yeah,
would make
yeah,
the
yeah.
videos like, oh, I bought this $500 mystery box.
I remember I bought a mystery box of cords on a woot.com, which was an electronics reseller that was bought by Amazon. And
That's so Coogan coded.
It's
just
incredibly
buying a box of cords.
it was just electronics. It was like, so woot.com would go around and find like a bunch of electronics that had been discounted. I bought an HD projector that was probably like $3,000 for like $600 because like they were like going out of stock and they just needed to like liquidate. And so Woot would go and buy the liquidation and then put it on the website and you could just buy it, but it was limited time. They would just do one daily deal every day. And one day they just did a mystery box and you could just buy, it would just maybe like literally like whatever was in their facility, they would just like pack up for you. And who knows, I got like, oh, this is like HDMI to DVI cable or something.
Yeah. You can probably
Let's
trace it back
go.
to something like, do you remember Storage Wars, the show?
Yeah, yeah,
Where
yeah,
it's like
very
they open
similar.
it, you can't go in, but you can
Yep.
just see the front, and then you have
Yep.
to try to estimate the value.
Yeah,
And then,
yeah.
so there's probably some lineage there.
It's great.
So when did China figure out that this was gambling? Because they banned the sale of LABUBUs to kids under 8 years old.
Yeah.
But that still means you got 10 years before you're legally adult here in the U.S. at
Yep.
least, where
Yeah. Also, I don't
Gambling
know how
is-
many like
is
actual
okay.
8-year-olds are going to the store and buying it. And it's not their parents.
Yeah.
So it's kind of unclear.
Well, if you're worried
that,
about your
but-
employees gambling with your company funds, get on ramp.com. Time is money, save both. Easy to use corporate cards, bill payments, accounting, and a whole lot more all in one place. Go to ramp.com. Very easy to set a rule in Ramp.
No Pop
No
Mart.
LABUBU. No
No
Pop
Pop
Mart.
Mart.
Anyway, continue.
Okay, so let's go back. So,
Yeah.
so 2015 is when LABUBU first appears as, it's in a picture book. So
Okay.
this has nothing to do with Pop Mart. It's just this other artist, Kai-Sing Lung. And then 2016, this is Pop Mart's first like kind of real IP that they created that like went super viral.
Yes.
Um,
Ning, in 2016, Ning tries something new. He flies to Hong Kong and meets with artist Kenny Wong, who had created the trendy toy figurine Molly in 2006 and was a big designer in the toy niche. There, he negotiates an exclusive license with Wong to develop and sell Molly products and blind boxes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I think this was, it's done around 800 million in revenue.
Whoa.
Since 2016.
Let's go.
Um,
Yeah. So selling Molly not only gives Ning more control and capitalizes on trendy toy plus blind box signal, but it capitalizes on Kenny Wong's fan base and leads Ning to his next big unlock, betting big on controlling existing toy IP with a built-in fan base instead of selling third party. So in 2017, sales of Molly are going nuts. Total 22 million by end of year for Molly. Pop Mart rolls out vending machines, reducing rent they had to pay in malls and establishing way deeper reach with fandom. Company begins repeating,
it's great. It's
replicating the Molly
unregulated slot machines.
process. Basically. And then they Pucky is another Hong Kong artist derivative that they launch, and then they launch a satyr. You know, it's like half like goat legs, which is very odd. They're getting
Not
into
beating the Antichrist allegations.
Yes, if you've been at the PT lectures in SF for who the Antichrist is, I think we got a lead here. I think we got a
Yeah.
lead. Did you already write that?
yeah, this was already there. Yeah,
You already
yeah.
wrote that? That's amazing.
Yeah, there's a lot of allegations here. I mean, it's unclear whether, what the
I
original
think we
intentions
solved
were.
it, folks. Yeah, we've solved it. Wait, is there really a star on them? Is that a thing, or did you
no,
just draw
I just
that?
wrote
The
I just drew
pentagram?
that,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Well, that's why, yeah, question mark.
Max
So it could
over
be.
in the Substack chat says we need to tokenize the LABUBUs. I think that's how you
That's
get the next
obviously
leg
happening
up.
next. We know that's going to happen. We know that's going to happen. CS:GO loot boxes walked so LABUBU could run.
Brandon in the X chat says we got to get a bezel box going. I totally agree.
Agree.
Quaid,
Yeah,
let's get some
do
blind
it.
boxes
Let's do it.
going. You might get a Nautilus. You might get a Tudor.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay, so where are we? Now,
Okay,
2019?
so now 2019,
Okay.
LABUBU is then licensed to Pop Mart.
Yep. So just in 2018, right before this, sales spiked to 73 million on the back of Molly. Around this time, Pop Mart builds its own in-house design team, the Pop Design Center, like the Porsche Design Center. It becomes a powerful pipeline alongside ever more exclusive artist licenses and big non-exclusive entertainment licenses. If you want to entertain people on a stream, get on Restream. One live stream, 30 plus destinations.
That's right.
Multi-stream and reach your audience wherever they are. Continue.
Okay, so they license in 2019, but they don't actually release like the modern LABUBU doll until 2023.
So it's in the book or whatever.
Yeah, so
like they're
it's
starting
in
to
a
build
book.
the lore, build the IP.
They do characters, they do
Yeah,
little
yeah.
figurines, but it's not like the kind of modern instantiation. So then let's go to 2020. They IPO at 7 billion in Hong Kong. And then
wait, hold on. So continuing with Brandon, 2019, Pop Mart begins selling LABUBU blind boxes, an exclusive deal with artist Ka-Sing Lung, LABUBU's original character in Lung's picture book trilogy called The Monsters, but was selling his figurines in Hong Kong by 2015. At time of the deal, it's only popular among niche toy collectors. And we do have some images in the deck, by the way, guys. If you want to pull up the pictures of these monsters, yeah. If you scroll down a bunch, there are some photos of the LABUBUs. It has like kind of a street art vibe, very chaotic drawings. Keep going. There's one more. Keep going. One more. Keep going. That's Molly.
There we go.
That's the first LABUBU. The Monsters trilogy by Ka-Sing Lung, the story of Puka, Pato, and the Girl, Miro's Requiem. And so these started selling in 2019. In 2020, Pop Mart raises $100 million on a $2.5 billion valuation. Hit the gong.
I see a large IP here.
And a few months later, IPOs in Hong Kong. Stock rips 80% on opening day. You thought meme stocks were just an American phenomenon. Meme stocks are a worldwide phenomenon.
Got 'em across the pond.
Ning's net worth doubles overnight. He's worth $3.2 billion at open, $6 billion at close. Pop Mart has a $12.5 billion market cap at close. That's a big company. So let's continue.
okay, so 2023 is when the blind box LABUBU phenomenon really takes off. So this is, I think, probably it's mostly due to TikTok. You see a lot of this, and then 2025 right now it's like around 55 billion.
Now it's at 55. Absolutely incredible. What a run. Should we pull up the Wall Street Journal video? Watch some of that. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
While they're pulling that up, let's tell you about Figma.com. Think bigger, build faster. Figma helps design and development teams build great products together. Folks, get to Figma.com. Design your next LABUBU drop.
Yeah, I mean, developing real IP this quickly is incredibly impressive.
Yeah.
IP that can do billions of
Yeah, I mean, it just takes so long. I remember learning about the Lucasfilm acquisition that Disney did, even the Marvel acquisition. These are like, they were big acquisitions at the time, but like single-digit billions, low double-digit billions.
Yep.
And then they just created so much value as they actually monetized the IP and created like shows and merch and like ran the Disney machine around it.
Yeah.
It seems like Pop Mart's capable of running like a Disney-esque monetization playbook on top of somewhat new IP, which is pretty crazy. Anyway, let's pull up the Wall Street Journal video and watch a bit of that. Aiden says it's nightmare fuel. I agree.
Whenever Chinese retailer Pop Mart drops a new LABUBU designer
Look at
toy,
these.
it sells out within minutes.
It sold out.
Insufficient stock.
It does seem like
These hard-to-get toys are
like
packaged in
it's
blind
truly like a
boxes,
worldwide phenomenon in the sense that
meaning
like
customers
it's
buy
not
them
just
without
women that are
knowing what's
doing
inside.
it. It's not just men. It's like
This is
it's
the
really
main one
people
that I
all over.
actually
Not just
want.
adults, it's
And they
children.
drive them
Children
abroad
and
Playground.
adults. Yeah,
revenue,
You would
more
think
than
it's like, oh,
doubled
it's just
in the past
kids.
year.
So yeah, their revenue doubled in the last
Unboxings
year.
have flooded social media. Fans
Yeah.
flock overseas to buy exclusive products.
I mean, it just
And
has the
LABUBU dolls have been
natural
spotted
hook.
dangling off of
Look
celebrities.
at Madonna
I
promoting
go
it.
Pop Mart everywhere.
But can the company continue to grow beyond this viral moment
Yeah.
that has seen its share prices rocket more than 1,200% since the beginning of
100%.
2024?
Here, pause
This
it.
is
So
the economics of
the
Are you rooting for their downfall?
preying on it even. I don't know. I think the bigger question is like there's something that so it's easy to say like these go viral on social media, like it's a beneficiary of social media, but like if you actually think about why is a LABUBU more viral than the latest iteration of Barbie or Beanie Babies? Like there is a reason, and it's directly related to the nature of the algorithm. So when you do an unboxing, it naturally takes about 1 minute if you edit it down to do it, and the reveal comes at the end. So when you watch it, you say, "Oh, someone's doing an unboxing. They're introducing what the stakes are." It has
It's
a
good for the
natural-
creator because they get that retention.
Exactly. It drives retention because it has a natural storyline of like, okay, how did I get this box? How much did I pay for it? What are my expectations? Do I have something on the line? Maybe I'm hoping to build a set, right? I want to build a set. I really am hoping for the red one or whatever. And then you're taken on this journey. And I believe when they unbox them, there's like 2 stages to the unboxing. You take it out of the box, and then there's packages. Tyler,
Yeah,
you know?
so there's a box, and
The
then
third
inside the
stage
box
is when you
a
have your
little
dog
bag.
rip its head off.
and see what's inside. What was this?
So there's the box, and then there's like a nice like opening, like you like rip it. It's
Yeah.
like nicely packaged, and then
Yeah.
inside there's a little bag, and then inside the bag is the actual.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah. So even that like lends itself to like keeping you engaged for 60 seconds, which is going to drive more virality in the feed.
Aaron Frank, partner at Lightspeed, says, I have the largest single collection of LABUBUs
No
in
way.
America. No, I'm kidding. He texted me and said, this is hard to watch.
This is hard to watch.
So, sorry, we're forcing you to sit through this, Aaron.
Let's play a
it's
little bit more of the journal video.
Yeah, let's pull it back up.
Yeah. Keep going.
of Pop Mart. The
Look at this
15-year-old
culture.
company
This
was
is
founded
crazy
by Chinese
outfits
entrepreneur
for
Wang
this.
Ning as a
Javon
variety
Lawrence in the chat
But it
says,
was
my
the
startup
blind
has
box
done
packaging
75
that really
million
helped
in
Pop Mart take
unboxings.
off.
Say more.
Yeah. Elaborate,
In
please.
2019, over 70% of Pop Mart's
Tamagotchi
revenue
for
came
real
from
should
mystery
come
boxes.
back. AI-powered
There's a long history of
Tamagotchi.
blind
That's a
box,
good
and
business,
What we've
Daniel
done
Cook.
is just added our own flavor to that.
Yeah.
Now, the company has more than 500
Look at
stores
how
and
international
2,000
it is.
vending
Europe,
machines
all
worldwide.
Southeast Asia.
When you decide to splurge on a Pop Mart blind box, which could cost around $20 to $30, you don't go in totally blind. Take this collection. There are 6 possible characters you could unbox, and a secret one that you have a 1 in 72 chance of
1 in
getting.
72.
One of the things that the brand can do to keep engagement, to encourage consumers to get a
like
little
this
more
little
excitement
splash
out
of
of it, is
Satanism
to
in
label the
branding has
box.
historically
This
been a
one
successful
says,
strategy.
have a seat. I
You know,
know
people
the
throw the
range, but
satanic
still get
panic
that
around a
surprise.
lot. Like
But at the
White
same
Monster,
time,
Monster
I know
energy
I'm not
drink.
gonna get
There's like a
it.
whole 666. It's
specific range
satanic,
also
and it's always
contains
unclear if it's like the founders are like poking fun at Satanism. Like no one accuses like John Carmack of being satanic by. Or, I mean, I guess people did when he released Doom, but in Doom, it's like you're clearly playing as a mortal, like killing the demons, and that's the name of that. That's the virtue of the game.
Aaron just sent me the stock chart for Build-A-Bear. Have you seen
Oh
this?
yeah, Build-A-Bear's ripping
Build-A-Bear's-
too. Does Build-A-Bear have loot boxes yet? That could be the next unlock.
Build-A-Bear is up
It's outperforming Nvidia, I believe.
473% over the past
It's
5
ripping.
years.
It's absolutely ripping. Who's clapping? Those
Build-A-Bear blind boxes. No more building. Just gambling, children. Just come into the store.
Yeah. If LABUBU is like the slot machine that you pull out of the vending machine, Build-A-Bear should turn it into like a game of like high stakes.
Has anybody done like remote LABUBU openings, so it's just actually
I
like.
think I've seen that. Who was it? Blake Robbins posts about this a lot. How there's like apps in the app store that are.
Oh, it's probably
gambling.
happening on like Whatnot, to be honest.
Well, have you seen the Claw game? So there is an app that you can download and you can pay real money to use a claw in the real world to pick something out of a machine or like a bucket, and whatever you pick out, you get to keep, and they will mail it to you.
Wow.
And so it's not technically gambling. Somehow they got some like loophole there. Very,
So
very
right
crazy.
now on Whatnot, there's like seemingly hundreds of streams selling LABUBUs.
Wow. Don't gamble, folks. Don't gamble on compliance. Get on Vanta, automated compliance managed risk. Prove trust continuously. Vanta's trust management platform takes the manual work out of your security and compliance process and replaces it with continuous automation, whether you're pursuing your first framework or managing a complex program. Anyway, the last 2 years of what's interesting is the last 2 years of sales of LABUBU have been heavily driven by international expansion. They've definitely figured out how to take the brand abroad. It was predominantly growing in mainland China, and I believe it's still growing. It's doubling in China, but it's also like seen maybe like a 10x increase in international sales over the last 2 years. So it's on a tear. It's on a tear. We'll see. We'll see how people respond. We'll see how the American toy companies respond. I feel like this is like the horse has left the stable. The cow has left the barn. The dog has left the dog.
Children yearn for the slots.
They do. They're gonna figure out how to gamble one way or another. I mean, what's the alternative? Like ban LABUBU?
Erewhon blind boxes, combo plates.
Yeah,
You might just get the worst slop bowl of your life. How about sweet green blind boxes?
Or you get 12 ounces of blue
It's like
caviar.
you might get a bunch of steak. You
Yep.
might get a bunch of kale.
You might get some caviar.
Never know.